Hey. Good. Just loading it. All right.
Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to the live stream. You join myself and Mavic having fun with big flappy flappies. So, yeah, here we are. Yeah, so you turned up just in time. I'm just about to join in. Interesting discussion we were having earlier on about the length of the tow cable and swinging, and I've since listened to some advice about how to stop the load swinging under the helicopter. And it's essentially when, say for instance, when the load swings to the left, you bank left. If it swings to the right, you bank right, and that's how you counteract the pendulum effect. Okay, so
yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah. Just looking at the servers here, we've only got this. I can only see the Syria server up at the moment for the Rotorheads, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it's worth trying to do sling loading in other servers. I don't know if do you know any other servers?
We could log onto search and rescue server. There's some sling loading to do. Yeah.
Sure.
And we'll have to check because on that server I've never had any problems with cargoes swaying from side to side, and I was flying like I wasn't even restricting my speed. I was flying like 200 kph normal cruising speed.
Okay.
And it was fine. We'll have to check what the rope length is there, and then kind of cross check it with the Rotorheads.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I'm curious now.
Search and rescue sounds good. Is that the Caucasus again still, or is that the Sinai map? I can't remember.
No, the Caucasus one.
Okay.
That's the original.
Okay. So my multiplayer server list is not populating properly. Let me just try that again. Ah, right.
It doesn't refresh automatically, so you'll have to do that yourself. Is it even?
I can't find the rescue search, and I can't even find the. I don't think so. I can't see it at least.
Is it not online? That's weird.
Let me just Google DCS search and rescue server status.
The only media they have is a forum thread on DCS forums, and there are some problems with it. It goes down sometimes.
Okay. And apart in terms of Rotorheads, I can only see the Syria version of the Rotorheads map server as well.
Same here.
Just strange.
I've looked.
Maybe we could try some. Could we do sling loading on your Liberation campaign, or have you not got that? You've not got that set up for that, maybe.
It looks like the server has been down for this whole day.
Oh, right. the Caucasus Rotorheads.
Yeah. So I could just quickly throw together some what's it called? Like a training mission for us. Or you could go onto
I kind of feel like multiplayer would be fun with SRS, but well, I could do the Syria Rotorheads, but then you wouldn't be able to join, so
well, I'll just see what I can do. Maybe we'll do some sling loading first, and then we'll move on to some other server.
Well, if I Google the Rotorheads server, the Syria one, I'm not sure where you would bring. I'm not sure how you would resupply the FARPs, because the airfield that's close enough is actually closer to the action. Well, I suppose you could refuel the FARPs, but that's a long way to fly. I'm happy to try and hang out with you and find a multiplayer. I'm sure there's a multiplayer server that will allow us to do some Me 8 sling loading. I wonder if Grey Flag or something, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see the high populated servers. We've got I used to fly the I used to fly Hoggett.
There's no sling loading there, unfortunately.
Right.
There's definitely some work for transport helicopters, but no sling loading.
Yeah, kind of sling loading. I'm kind of maybe just doing an offline.
I mean, not offline. I could throw together a mission with some cargo to transport, and then I'll start the server, and we could fly on that for the time being.
Sure. What maps do you have apart from Caucasus?
I have Persian Gulf.
We could do Persian Gulf. Maybe. Just thinking of something a bit more, a bit of a nicer map than the Caucasus, because the Caucasus kind of is looking a bit dated, I think, in terms of realism and fidelity. But I'm happy just to roll with Caucasus if you want to set that up.
Oh, I have an idea. I just remembered. There's an app called Briefing Room that allows you to quickly create some cool missions.
Okay.
And it also supports different scripting engines, so we'll have CTLD and CSAR and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we'll probably be able to do something.
I'm just going to jump into the Syria Rotorheads server just quickly while you're doing that, so that I can double check and see if I could actually spawn from an airfield. Where Alpha Charlie Bravo, they've got a Bravo FARP up. Interesting.
I'll throw something together in the meantime.
A FARP? Hello, Ian. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you, Ian.
Ian, good evening.
I'm just trying to learn how to carry heavy weights with a helicopter. It's a lot of fun. It takes a lot of concentration. So myself and Mavic are trying to do that, and I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to get myself more accustomed with transport helicopters in general, ready for the Chinook. But of course, the Chinook could easily be 12 months away, so who knows. But here we are. I know there is a freeware mod for a Chinook for DCS, which I have downloaded, and it is installed in my DCS, but I just don't use it. It's not the flight dynamics are weird. Also, I have the UH-60 I think the UH-60 mod, which is very good, except I can't start the engines. The engines won't spool up for some reason. I've tried multiple times. I haven't figured that one out yet. It's such the way. I name the live stream a certain name, and already before I've even started flying, the name is false because I've named my live stream DCS Learning to Slingload on Rotorheads server, and I'm not flying the Rotorheads server. You know. I'm hoping to upgrade to 32 gig of RAM soon. So I think that might help with the upper limit of DCS modules. So Marvin, when we were last I'll let you do your thing.
I'm generating a mission right now.
Okay.
Let me see what it comes up with. Did you want to ask something?
Yeah. Do you remember when because I have 16 gig of RAM, we created like virtual RAM space on one of my SSDs?
Right.
So if I then went to 32 gig of physical RAM, could you then create like even more SSD space? Or you wouldn't really need to with 32 gig of RAM, would you?
No, I don't think you'd need more. I mean, you could. It's completely arbitrary how much. What's it called? The page file. That's what.
Page file.
How much of a page file you have? Although the bigger it is, the less effective it's. Diminishing returns or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not recommended to have it larger than your actual RAM size. So you could probably increase the size of it to 32 gigs. It's gonna take up more space on your SSD, of course, because it's an actual file. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't really think you'll need it.
Right. I just tried
unless right.
I just tried to close the server and go back to the main menu to jump into yours, and DCS crashed. So I'm just restarting DCS. Such is the way of things. Yeah, so yeah, I understand that that makes sense. So with your server, I won't need SRS, so I'll exit that. Yeah, I'm happy to join whenever I've loaded up. Do you have a word of passage, such as a password, a word pass?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I don't know. I could DM it to you via Discord.
Yeah, just Discord it to me. Thank you. It's been a long day.
Yeah. That should be it.
Cheers, thanks.
Right, so
Battletoad server?
it's not online yet.
Oh, okay.
In just a moment, I'm gonna start the server. First, it's gonna load with my last liberation mission. I'll have to reload it then. It's gonna be called Old Helmet.
Old what? Sorry, helmet. Old
helmet.
Yeah. I was watching a tutorial on the Liberation system. Is it
Right.
free to download and use?
Yeah, you can just
Oh,
download
wow.
it from GitHub.
So it seems horrendously complex, but fun.
Well, it takes a little bit of getting used to, learning it,
Sure.
how it works and everything.
Right.
Uh, we kind of did when we first heard about it, we did a test campaign just to see how it works. And then it just became kind of second nature. It's not that difficult.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna start an SRS server anyway,
Okay.
because I have autoconnect enabled, so you won't even
Sure.
have to kind of
brilliant.
punch in the IP. You'll connect automatically, and if my Discord crashes or
that's a good idea.
Like my everything crashes,
Sure.
we'll have SRS to communicate.
Sure.
So the mission briefing, I could actually send you a briefing as well.
In fact, what I can do is I can, in Discord, I can.
It's in it like.
In Discord, I can set my transmit button on SRS to be a mute button in Discord, so that when I speak in SRS, it won't duplicate the same words in Discord for you.
That's a good idea. I actually did the same today, but for VATSIM.
Yes. I did that for VATSIM when you do shared cockpit in the Dash 8 or something like that.
That's
when you're talking in Discord, but you don't want to.
That's useful.
That's for real, a lot of fun. Hello, the Darzan. Pain in the ass to set up. Yep. Here we are. It is indeed. But we'll get online soon. My friend Mavic here is going to set up his own. Sorry, Mavic. Martin.
Marvin.
It's Marvin. My brain. It's been a long day. My friend Marvin here is setting up a private server, and we're going to go do some sling loading, because for some reason the Rotorheads server, the Caucasus Rotorheads server, is not online. It's down for some reason, so I don't know what it is, but it's usually up.
We've even pinged the admin. The bot is reporting that it's, it's offline and not responding, but
interesting.
I don't think there are any admins online to fix it.
Right. So
the server server detected. That's perfect. I'm just gonna select the correct mission.
Okay.
And before I do that, I actually need to take it from my desktop to saved games, DCS open beta missions. So our mission is,
should you choose
basically
to accept it?
there's a conflict going on, and command requires some cargo to be picked up and brought to a different place, so we need to fly out to the cargo, and then
cool.
It's like 30 miles one way and then 40 the other way, so we're gonna have to.
Sure, I mean, good. It's good practice for flying with a load swinging underneath you. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And then the whole drop. I managed to do sling loading the other day on Rotorheads, and when I went to drop the cargo on the ground, the cargo hit the ground, but the rope didn't disconnect. So I didn't do that right. So I'm hoping that I could get that done right this time. I'm just going to pull up a engine start video on YouTube that I used to help me start up in the Magnificent 8.
The server should be up. I can see it in my
we'll just flip
sessions.
Okay.
all of those. unless you use your
Let's
weapon
hope
system,
it doesn't.
you can ignore the
It doesn't lag because yesterday we've tried. I've tried running a server with a liberation mission on Persian Gulf. It didn't work that well. I crashed midway through the mission. This one should be much lighter.
Okay. Just refreshing my server list. Ah, there we go.
It's definitely up. I can
Gotcha.
see it on my profile.
And I think I said, yep, password is saved. I didn't even need to put the password in.
Oh, that's cool.
Right. And so you're saying SRS should just automatically connect?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just... okay. Yes. All right, there we go. So, in SRS, I'm assuming what I'd need is the push-to-talk button and radio 1, 2, and 3?
Or you could set 2 buttons to switch between them, like next radio and previous radio, whichever you find more useful. Okay. I used the previous and next one.
You're right. I think I have enough spare switches on my joystick that I can just bind one for each individual. So.
Right, the server is actually running and it's not lagging from the very start, which is great.
That's
you
great.
Don't see that in Liberation.
Yeah.
You never see that in Liberation.
Yeah.
That's good.
Cool. I'm just loading up, so push to talk is, let me just see, I think it's that one. Yeah. Okay, so if I set this in Discord as a mute key, if I go voice and video, no,
it's keybinds.
Keybinds. There you go, keybinds. Add a keybind. It's a push to, okay, it needs to be a push to mute. Push to mute. Record keybind. There we go. Okay. Testing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. So that's that keybind set.
It works.
Sweetness.
Right. We have 2 helicopters ready for us.
Sweetness. No DCS, do not freeze while you are trying to load. That is not a good idea. Do not do that.
And the server is still running. That's amazing. Although we're flying the MI8 and the module itself is not performance heavy.
Yeah. It's not one of the modern kind of Apaches or something crazy. Hey, and I thought my P3D took a long time to boot up. Yeah, well, I have booted DCS up about 3 times by now. Here we go. All right, I am in. Oh, and it's very sandy. Oh, I love my livery as well. It's very nice. Okay, so in terms of load, if I go ground crew, rearm and refuel, do we need door gunners?
Well, I don't think so.
Okay. Gonna remove them then. Fuel payload. What are your thoughts on the fuel payload?
Right. So if you open the map and really zoom out, you're gonna see that we're on the Keshim Island.
Oh yeah, cool.
And we need to fly northeast east to a point called Lightning Pickup, which
Okay.
is 62 kilometers.
Sure.
And from there, we'll have to fly to a point called Lightning. We'll basically fly west, southwest.
So
it's like really far.
Right. So we fly to Lightning Pickup first, and then we pick up, and then we then move to a place called Lightning, or ammunition depot, or.
No, we just basically drop it there, and from what I've read in the briefing, we'll have to be within 500 meters of that point for it to count.
I see. Okay.
Right. And from what I can see, there's only one bit of cargo at the Lightning point. So what we're gonna do is I'm basically gonna provide cover.
Oh, you don't want to try sling loading either?
Well, I think I'm a little bit more used to that.
Well, I mean, I could using the CTLD menu, I could sling load something from here to.
Would that even work?
Can we sling load from this FARP up to maybe? Based on the fact that we've got all that flying, I'm just going to keep it at 100% fuel because I think that's a long way.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to cover you. I'll take some rockets.
Okay, I mean, if you're happy, then sure. Right, in that case, I will start my startup sequence.
Sure.
Oh, we did miss that. So it's that big lever on the left, yeah?
Yes.
Right.
Put it down, Roger.
Oh, and they even rearm here. How nice. And I thought we were gonna have some. Oh, right. One other thing, we're gonna have some enemy forces waiting for us.
Right. Well, then that makes sense why you should need some.
I could order some tanks.
Hey,
to go forward.
If you want to fly in a Hind, well, I mean, it's up to you. It depends what you've put into the mission.
Yeah, we'll have to recreate the mission, and I'd have to use something like an Apache because I don't have the Hind.
Oh, okay.
Although I am planning to buy it. It's when it first came out, I didn't really want it at all because it wasn't really. I didn't like it at first, and my trial period has reset recently, and I've flown it again after many updates, and I think I like it enough now to justify buying it. But that's gonna come after, Strike Eagle and Kiowa and potentially Chinook.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Strike Eagle and Kiowa definitely take priority.
Yeah.
Maybe Phantom, but I'm not that interested in a Phantom.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the F-14. I'm happy with having the F-14. In terms of a fighter aircraft of that era. I'm more interested in helicopters for DCS than I would be for anything else, actually.
I wouldn't really say that Phantom and the Tomcat are in the same era. Phantom is much more modern.
No, yeah, that's true. That's true.
No, the Tomcat is much more modern.
In terms of just like non-modern fighters in general,
yeah,
I'm happy enough with the F-14. But yeah, no, I mean, I might be eating my words here because the Phantom is the Phantom, and that's pretty cool. Like, yeah, maybe I'll just eat my words and get the Phantom as well.
It's just that early Cold War era that I'm not really interested in. Although, one thing I could be interested in is that, well, it's the MiG-21 that's already in DCS, it's kind of its natural enemy. So I might actually get the MiG-21 instead.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I've flown it a couple of times. It's such a fun aircraft to fly.
Yeah. So there's a specific switch in the cockpit that I need to switch so that cargo will automatically detach when it touches the ground. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Right. That's probably what I didn't have switched.
It's like the left window to the left of the pilot. There's like a switch directly above it.
Oh,
even more
auto-release.
left.
External load.
Auto-release.
So that needs to be on auto-release. Ah, that would have been my problem then.
Yeah, you need to turn it on after you pick up the car.
Oh, okay, I'll turn that off then. I'll turn that back on to external load. Right. Now let me just... Okay, starting the right engine. Alright, I'm gonna go turn up the... dust protection going on for this map, definitely.
One other thing, I have the GPS for this helicopter, so
Cool.
we'll be able to navigate a little better.
Yeah. Generators going on. Rectifiers going on. APU can go off now. And these can go down. Autopilot going on, which is what I didn't do last time.
Yeah, that's why it was difficult to hover. It takes some getting used to hovering without autopilot.
Yeah. Okay, that's my startup.
It's incredibly stable with autopilot.
Yeah. Okay, that's my... Okay, left shift left alt C is the look down button. Yeah. And then I think there's there's right control right shift P does something. I think that pick up load, I think. Let me just have a look.
Right control right shift P. Yeah, you can some cargos you can hook on the ground, like while you're on the ground.
Ah. Okay, here we go.
Instead of
external cargo auto unhook switch.
Oh, so it's that switch.
Right control right shift K. Oh. Right control right shift K. Ah. Right, so I need to have that deactivated.
Yeah, for pickup.
For pickup, and then I need to activate it once I've picked up. Okay.
Yeah, well, once it's in the air and you're flying and stable. Or you can just turn it on before you drop.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready to go. Lifting.
Right. It actually takes quite a lot of power. to just lift up. Well, I'm also heavy.
Yeah, got 100% fuel load here.
Now we need to fly. Just quickly check.
Also, when you trim, sorry, when you trim the where's the windsock?
I have smoke.
There is
It's
none.
dead.
When you trim, the rudder isn't attached to the trimmer. So when I hit the trim switch, it only trims the cyclic. It doesn't trim the rudder, the anti-torque.
Yeah, because you need to turn it on in the special settings in your main menu.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. I wonder if I could do that now before I... or would it require a restart?
You'll need to go to the main menu to do that.
Oh, okay. Right, I'll just follow you then. I'm ready to go.
Oh, wait. Turning left, we'll fly 040.
Copy.
Thereabouts. To reduce power a little bit. My engines are struggling.
Oh, you've got rockets on as well, so you're going to be slower than me.
Yeah, and full fuel.
Yeah.
Once we get up to speed, it should be easier.
Oh, so I turned on SRS, but I don't think it's connected to anything.
It is?
Oh, yeah, it is. Testing.
You're loud and clear.
Okay, so as long as you could hear me in SRS, that's great. Cool.
Right.
Awesome.
One other thing I'm noticing, I don't know how it looks on your screen, but I don't have any, like, pylons for weapons, but I do have weapons.
Oh, I see.
So they're just levitating.
Yeah, I can see you've got levitating weapons. That's fun. I only just noticed that now as you said it.
And one other thing, because of that, I don't actually have the sight for aiming. But
oh, that's a bit poo. Apparently, I'm rocking a Luftwaffe livery, so that's fun.
What's weird is that it didn't actually synchronize that. For me, you're flying a placeholder Russian livery for some reason.
Strange. Okay.
Right, now let me just quickly check, are we flying the right way? Yeah, we are. Right, I can see you.
Right, I'm going to pull back so that I am behind you again, because you are leading.
Yeah, I can't really fly faster than what I'm currently flying.
Battletoad to the rescue. Da, 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 da.
Oh, we have some hinds flying toward the front lines.
Oh, really? Fun.
Yeah. There's like a wing of 4 of them.
Cool.
Maybe they'll clear out the way for us.
Next time, you should populate the server with a hind, and I can run close air support for you. What if you want to do sling loading or something like that?
Sure, we could do that.
If we want to stay with the Russian, well, I suppose yeah.
Well, we're NATO.
NATO.
It's not,
Yeah, I suppose.
it's not a MI8. It's MI17, I think, was the export version.
Okay. Can you go on Join FS or VATSIM so I can rock it up in my P51? Says Ian. I imagine Join FS would work.
Funnily enough,
Would it?
there was a modification for DCS that would allow you to connect to that.
That's crazy.
I don't think what's the state of it now, but like 5 years ago, I think I saw it. Something like
Interesting.
more than 5 years.
Ian, feel free to come join the Discord server if you're just chilling and you want to chat. But you know, it's up to you. No pressure.
I just remember watching a guy stream. He was flying the Mi-8 around Sochi on VATSIM VFR.
That's fun.
And since that would be really fun, yeah, because you know DCS, that's pretty much the best physics simulation for helicopters.
Yeah.
You don't really get this level of simulation in any other sim.
No. The problem, I suppose the weird thing would be model matching. I mean, in DCS, everyone would appear to be like 3 different AI aircraft because DCS's library of model matching is so...
Yeah,
I don't
there
know.
are again
Again.
there are mods.
Nice. I'm glad to hear it.
With lots of civilian aircraft. You could actually fly something like a 777 in DCS,
Wow.
although it's simple flight
Yeah.
model, so it's
Right.
As I've kind of explained before, it's an Su-25T flight
Right.
model, just adjusted
Yeah.
to feel like
Yeah.
something different.
What was
There's
that?
also a Huey.
Oh. What was the button again for bringing up that, like, that gauge in the top right-hand corner that showed where you are above the cargo?
Oh, that's right control, right shift B, but you'll only see that overlay once you select the cargo for pickup.
Right, B as in Bravo?
Right shift P.
Oh, P. Ah, that's the one. Okay, so I've pressed that now, which means it should automatically pop up when I'm over the cargo.
Not sure. Well,
Okay.
we'll have to fly there first, and we could just land and select
Yeah,
cargo
we just
through
figure
the
that out.
radio menu.
Okay. Oh, so it's not populated into the server at the moment. We have to land, populate it through the
No, it's already there. It's just
Oh,
not in our radio menu because we're still like 50 clicks away from it.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm still
No, we're already halfway.
lots to...
So
Cool.
we're much closer than I thought.
Yeah.
We are... No, we're 34 clicks, not 50.
We're going about just over 200 kilometers an hour, so if it's 84 kilometers, that's less than...
It's 30.
That's... Oh, yeah, that's... If we go 200 in an hour, then that's not too long away.
Right, we need to come right to it.
I like how I can see little ships, little yachts in the water.
Yeah, there are.
Although they're just kind of sitting there statically with no sails. They have a mast for sails, but they have no sails, so it looks a bit like zombie ships. But
I'm actually curious whether they will show up on like anti-ship radars,
Ah.
Hornet or something.
Yeah.
Are they actually physical?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's going to be an interesting factor when doing anti-ship missions. Because
yeah.
if they show up on radar, your missiles would also lock onto them.
Here's a question in terms of flight model. If I'm in formation with you, if I drifted behind you, would I surely not be affected by your rotor wash?
Oh, there is a setting for wake turbulence in the mission editor. I don't know if it's on in this mission or not.
Right.
So you could. One other thing. I think some people tried to kind of experimentally prove it. You could theoretically get a plane accelerate to supersonic speeds and fly by a helicopter really closely.
Destroy it.
You could damage it.
Nice.
It's I'm not sure whether it actually works or not, because the results were kind of inconclusive. It was 50-50, but they actually managed to damage helicopters by just flying near them at high speeds.
Wow. Fun.
I think there was a video by Grim Reapers about this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And well, it was fun. No offense to Cap or anyone, but their testing methodology is spotty.
Yes.
That's coming from an actual scientist. But so yeah, the results were interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, they do get a bit crazy. But they do produce some fun, some helpful, useful videos.
It's really fun to watch, and they were a great help when I was just starting out with DCS.
Exactly. Yeah. Like the video I used to show me how to start up this aircraft is the Grim Reaper Me 8 startup tutorial. And you just scrub through the... Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect, because you just scrub through it and you look at what they're doing and you just replicate it and it works. So it's great. Oh, Mayday, Mayday. Me-24 is down. Wounded pilot, number 106. Request SAR at Bullseye 212 for 33 at 1562. Beacon at 6,400, 604 hertz, kilohertz. So that's the, isn't that the CTLD system? CSAR.
The combat search and rescue, yeah.
So,
and you can actually see the little guy just sitting there.
So technically, I mean, if we wanted to completely go off book, we could go and pick him up.
Yeah, and bring him to a FARP.
Right. Cool.
I don't think anything shut them down. They're just flying over some mountains, and I think one of them crashed into one.
Such is the way of the Hind. So did you see, I don't know if you saw Casmo's video on the Chinook and how you could, I mean, in real life they would use Chinooks as a FARP.
Set up a FARP? Yeah,
that is really interesting. And it's the sort of thing that you could implement probably very easily in the code of the sim. The Dazran on stream says, GR is my last option now for DCS. What does that mean? Oh, Grim Reapers is my last option now for DCS. Right. Chuck's guide, due to my free time, has taken over. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Chuck's guides are also really good, but it takes some time. Although sometimes I just go hardcore, and for some of the modules, especially the ones that I like, I just kind of take a little time, usually in the evenings, and I read through the real manuals. I have the NatOps for the Tomcat, the Hornet, and I before the Apache came out, my friend gave me a real Apache manual.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's a couple.
That's crazy.
It's the best thing about it is just like the DCS manual.
Mm.
It's like a couple thousand of pages, and well, I could be wrong, but I think something like 1,500 of them were about the displays and different like
wow
menus.
Menu
Options and how to use them.
I do not.
Like 3/4 of the manual.
Not surprised. Yeah.
And the rest is like, different systems, flight controls, the backup flight control systems. I don't actually know whether they're implemented in DCS yet. I think they are.
Right.
I'm not sure. It's really fun how that works, because it basically the helicopter in normal flight mode isn't fly-by-wire. It's like a direct. Well, it's a hydraulic connection between your stick and the controls.
Yeah.
But if it breaks, you can engage a backup flight control system,
which is fly-by-wire.
And it's fly-by-wire. Yeah.
That is kind of. Yeah, that's kind of crazy if you think about it. That the backup is fly-by-wire and the primary is hydraulic.
Right, we're coming up on our cargo.
Okay. Oh, goodness me, we are, yeah. I see.
I'll shout if I see it, but I don't see it right now.
Well, there's a couple of roads. Okay, let me see. Okay, actually, yeah, we are close. I see the target area. I see it's actually right off our nose. It's do you see that massive car park off our 12 o'clock long range?
Oh right,
that has like multicolored containers in it.
Right.
It's just on the near side of that. Okay, I'm gonna begin descending.
Oh, I think I see the crate. No.
Okay.
Do I?
I'm gonna descend and circle around a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna look for it as well.
Copy, I've got eyes on the crate. Okay.
I see it now too.
Doing a descent.
Circle
and
around.
I will just
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh. Don't die.
First generation failure. That's okay. Just we did a very very mild, very gentle kiss with the ground there. But I made sure that my attitude was level so that I didn't hit the tail. We just came down on the wheels roughly, and we're good.
Just make sure to reset your generators and re-enable autopilot because it goes off.
Oh, okay. Oh crap! Yeah, it did, didn't it? Right. Let's just land.
And yeah, from the chat, if you ever need some learning content for the A10 or SU-25, Ralph would do this. It's
nice.
The best we got. He's really good at this, and he also has a couple of tutorials on lot ATC and how to actually GCI properly.
Okay.
I've learned a lot from him.
All right. So did you say just turn the gens off and back on again?
Yeah.
And then I just reset the autopilot, so I should be good to lift again and pick up this cargo.
Check that the button turns green, and don't forget to select it from the radio menu.
Ah, yes, the right. All cargoes. 13th shipment selected. Yep, red smoke. Okay. Let's get this show on the road.
Oh, and the rope is short, which is great.
Oh no.
16 feet.
What?
it's like the shortest we could
You
probably get.
couldn't have given me like a 50 or 100-foot rope.
That wasn't me.
Oh,
That was
isn't it the mission?
the generator.
Oh.
Although I should have probably gone in myself and edited it.
One thing is my gyro. You know that.
Huh?
Do you know the indicator that shows if you're drifting forward, backward, left, and right?
Yeah.
That's not working on my panel.
Oh, I think it does break sometime from
Okay.
from a rough landing.
From a rough landing. Okay, no worries. Well, I'll just see what I can do.
Sometimes it's your
Right.
It's your radio altimeter, or it could be the stop-loss system.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm in. I'm
Right. 10.
Oh, I'm in completely the wrong place. I was looking for you, and the wrong place.
okay.
Forward. 10. In position. You are hooked.
Okay, hooked. Take tension.
Take tension. The line is
there you
tight.
Line is tight. You know what?
Avoid-
That is about as short as it is on Rotorheads server, to be fair.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember on the search and rescue server it used to be much longer.
Right.
Right, I'm gonna turn around and follow that big motorway.
Right.
In
Now
the
I need it in
meantime.
auto release. Okay, it is auto release is activated.
One other thing,
Yeah.
with the auto release on, try to be as smooth as possible, because if the cargo jerks,
It's going to think
it
it's
could auto drop. Yeah.
right. Now. Oh crap! It's swinging front and back really violently. Oh, no. Yeah. Right.
And it's destroyed.
It just got
Well,
destroyed.
Yeah.
That is there any way
no,
that we can actually change the length of that, because that is horrendously close to the chopper.
Yeah. Let me just.
Can we
I'll
change
kill
that
the
without
server. I'll
Oh,
edit the
okay.
mission.
So we're gonna reload
Yeah,
the
we
mission.
We can change that, and the crate itself is destroyed. So
Yeah. Okay.
the mission is already.
Right.
Well, that was a good try, and I could also put us closer.
Yeah. Let's just do that. And I'm a ball of fire. Boom. Right. While you do that, I'm going to go back into my options, and I'm going to get the Mi 8, and I'm going to pedals trimmer. Yeah, I've set pedals trimmer, so hopefully when I hit the trim button, it will also trim the pedals.
Right.
Yeah, and if we could be a little closer, that'd be great. So was that a loss of control or something else? No, so the cable, the length of the cable is a predetermined length set by the server, and yeah. So Marvin is just going into the settings now and hopefully, setting that predetermined length longer, because it was such a short length. As I started accelerating, it started swinging the cargo forward and backwards so violently that it came up and it hit the underside of the chopper, and the cargo was destroyed, and therefore the mission failed. So wasn't any point in continuing. But if we have a longer rope, you won't have the pendulum effect will not be as violent with a longer rope. That's I think what the problem is. Because I've seen people on YouTube videos on multiplayer servers doing sling loading with ropes that are like, 60 foot long, and they're flying along at like 150, 200 kilometers an hour with no problems at all. But with the shorter rope, you could be flying 50 kilometers an hour, and it's a nightmare to try and keep the thing stable. So,
Yeah.
got it. Is the rope steel or chain? It's probably, I don't know. I'd say it's
probably steel, because when we were flying that time on the Rotorheads server, after you logged off, I continued flying, and then the swaying got so bad that it actually cut one of my wheels off and fell down.
Wow.
Yeah, and with the longer rope, if you let it sway a lot, it could actually destroy your tail, basically. Right. I'll also see if I can't create a cargo for myself, although I don't really know how to do that. Oh, I think I do. Do I? Support on logistics? No, that doesn't work like that. Static objects. Cargoes. No, that's gonna be silly. I'm gonna transport some ammo.
Okay.
In the meantime, where am I gonna place it? I'm gonna place it here, so we don't. Oh, and I'm also gonna make it heavy. No, it'll be like that. Right. I'm gonna save now. We're gonna start directly from Bandar Abbas, so next door from the cargo.
Sweetness.
I hope that doesn't break the scripting. It shouldn't, because it's simple.
Is there any way that you could start with hot start rather than having to start up from cold and dark, which would save us 10 minutes?
Yeah, we could, sure. I'm gonna go back to mission. Oh, one other thing I forgot. I forgot to make the ropes longer.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Right. So we're gonna take off from parking hot.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Yeah.
There we go. And where's the remaining service life in engine? You could. Cool. So you could basically set how old your engines are, and they're gonna be less powerful, probably more prone to failure. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Where's the rope? Oh, there's the rope lane.
The sling. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Is it in
100
meters?
feet.
100 feet. 100 feet sounds good.
Yeah, it's
100 feet.
Although I think I can kind of change my interface to meters, probably. Somewhere.
That makes sense, because in the hind, if you set your radio altimeter warning to, like, if it was 100 feet, you could set it to like 110 feet, or 150 feet, which you'd know then that you've got 50 foot of clearance underneath your cargo. That would be cool.
It's all right. It's 30 meters now.
30 meters, sweet. So if I set my my radio altimeter warning for like 50 meters, and if I keep above 50 meters, I know I've got 20 meters of clearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. It doesn't want to do that, so I'm just gonna create my own. I want to fly with pylons. Thank you.
Yes.
Very much.
Yeah. if you want me to fly in the Huey, and then you could take the Apache, if you wanted to keep it like that, we could do it that way. I've not tried sling loading in the Huey yet, but if it's the same as the Mi 8, then I should be able to sling load in the Huey.
It's the same,
it's the same
however,
thing, except the controls, except the rotation and the torque is going to be opposite, and I'm kind of in Mi 8 mode at the moment.
Huey, it's really not that
Good at
powerful.
lift it,
So
yeah.
in this weather, it's gonna struggle
in
to
the
keep
heat.
itself in the air.
Sure, no worries. If we're not flying that distance, maybe we don't need 100% fuel then.
Yeah, we'll be fine with 50%, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Oh. Ah, interesting. That's kind of weird. Oh, I could actually defuel us in the editor, so I'll set the fuel to like 60% for both of us. So we don't have to do that manually. Yeah, we should be fine. Gonna save that and start the server.
Cool.
And it's already on. Okay, start the mission. It's running.
Sweet, loading. Yeah, this is what I'm going to be really interested in, to see how much less swinging there is potentially with a longer rope. Right, okay. Loading up. Ah, nice. Okay, before I lift, what livery do you see me in?
Let's see. You're in the placeholder.
Okay, if I go rearm and refuel, then livery select.
Now it changes.
Now what am I in?
It's this kind of greenish olive.
Like
I don't know what it is.
Is it the German army?
Now it's the German.
Now it's the German army.
Yeah.
No, it's... Oh, yes.
This
no.
one.
Right, yeah, I'm going to go with this. I've got... You've given me rockets as well.
Yeah, we both have rockets, so
Shall I just get rid of them?
You could take them off.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of them. Remove pylon. Yeah, just removed all of that.
We are hot. And also, it put on dust protection automatically. You could turn it off to get a lot more power.
Well, with dust protection, isn't that... I mean, maybe you're okay with dust protection off, but if I'm going to be sling loading down by the ground, maybe it's best that I keep that on.
You could turn it on to land and pick up the cargo, but then I would really advise you to turn it off because it takes a lot of power from the engine, and it also makes it overheat.
Okay, right. So I've turned that off.
Like, in these temperatures.
Yeah. How do I set my? Oh, I see. I'm just setting my radio altimeter to 60 meters. I'll put 70. How long did you make the rope? Was it 30 meters?
I made it 30 meters.
Okay.
For some reason in the
I'll make it
kneeboard it says 30 feet, but it's 30 meters.
It's actually 30 meters. Well, that's fine.
It should be.
Okay.
Must be.
In that regard, I think I'm ready to go.
You can fly towards the pickup. I've placed another cargo for myself, and it's in a different place. It's at the other airport ramp. So I'm just gonna quickly fly there, and actually I'll be able to check drop light.
Okay, lifting. Oh, maybe I didn't wait long enough for my pylons to come off. Still got my pylons on.
The pylons will stay. The weapons should go.
Okay.
Although there's another option you could click. It's to remove the pylons.
Oh,
themselves.
just to jettison them. Yeah.
No. The ground crew could remove them.
Okay.
It saves you a little bit of weight. I could also remove the helicopters. The military version of this helicopter is armored, and I could remove this armor, and it saves a lot
So
more weight.
much weight. Yeah.
So-
Okay,
But
I'm
then
coming
again,
inbound
we'll
to
be flying
cargo.
into enemy territory, so
Right.
we probably need this armor.
Yeah. Right. Is my second attempt at doing this. I'm going to hopefully not do a controlled crash land into the ground. I think I just came in too steep and the weather's quite hot, so
Yeah, you really need to be careful.
yeah, I'm going to come in a much flatter trajectory here. And not hit those power lines.
That would be great.
Oh, I need to land next to it anyway to
To select it, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely 100 meters.
Dust protection on.
I'm hooked. Taking tension. Although I don't think. Oh, okay. It should. It's not. It's 100 feet, so 30 meters. Yeah, it's 30 meters.
Oh wow, I see
Okay,
you.
it's heavy.
Wow. That's cool. I see you and your hook. Okay, ground crew.
The engines are really struggling. So, don't wait until your cargo is off the ground. Just turn them off once you take off from the ground, because
Okay.
the engines are having a really
Copy. Got them off.
yeah. The cargo is much more stable on the longer rope.
Right.
Still have to be
Right. I've
you know,
trimmed.
smooth on the
Oh,
controls.
I've trimmed with. Now I've got the rudder trim set. Goodness me, that's much easier to hover.
Yeah. Yeah,
Forward.
not steady.
30. Right. 10. In position.
I think with the shorter rope, it's
Take
the
tension.
cargo is affected by a rotor wash,
Take
so
tension.
it starts wobbling
Take
all over the
tension.
place.
Right.
Take tension. Take tension. Take tension. Take tension. Take. Take tension.
Okay.
Take tension. Take tension. Take tension. Take tension.
I just wanna. There we go. I want a visual of the cargo,
Take tension.
and then I'm gonna lift
Take
above it rather than to the side. Because if I lift to the side,
Take
then it's
tension.
going to.
Take tension.
You're gonna drag it.
You're gonna drag it, and I don't want to drag it.
Take tension. Take tension.
Oh, I see it.
Take tension.
There you are.
The line is tight.
I'm circling.
There we go.
Take it away.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let me just trim so I don't fall out in the sky.
The load is
We
swinging
need
side to
to
side.
fly. Let's see.
The load is swinging
What
forward
would that
up.
be?
10.
Be 260. So basically west.
260?
The load is swinging
Yeah.
forward up.
Copy.
30.
Oh, shoot! No! For goodness sake!
Did it? Oh, it
It
jumped.
came off again! For goodness sake!
It wasn't destroyed. You can pick it up again. Just don't fall.
Like, I look down for 2 seconds and all of a sudden it's like swinging above me? That was...
Oh, that happens sometimes. And there are some. Oh,
Right.
don't. It's not where you've picked it up.
Oh,
where
it's
is it?
somewhere else now.
It fell down somewhere.
Oh, do I have to go
below you.
physically pick it up again? Like,
Yeah.
physically? Oh my goodness.
I saw it fall down on a road somewhere, and I'm looking for it on the map.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think I see it. It's like on the road.
Oh, I
surface
see it.
somewhere.
I see it. Yeah. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Goodness me.
Yeah, there. It is.
That was...
It looks smashed a little bit. I don't know whether. Oh, let's hope. I can restart if
I'll
something
see if I can-
happens to it.
I'm actually gonna attach the hook while landed next to it.
Okay. Closed vision. Come a little bit closer. Once you land, could you press right shift K and see what it says on your rope length?
Okay, cargo. Rope length 98 feet.
Oh, yours is correct.
So how do I connect the cable when I'm hovering next to it?
Oh, select it once again. If it doesn't show like on your knee board, if it doesn't show the weight on your knee board, you need to reselect it. If it's even selectable.
How was it again? It was
Radio menu, all cargoes.
I don't have all cargoes.
I think it got destroyed then
Yeah.
by the fall.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Let me actually check.
Could I
mine. Let
spawn
me unhook
a
it.
new cargo next to me? Maybe?
Well, not a mission cargo now.
Well, just any old cargo. I don't really...
I could drop
Is it-
mine.
is it-
Oh,
so-
I just unhooked it.
List active.
Let's hope it doesn't
No.
get destroyed.
Airborne troops, ATC, wingman flight. No.
Oh, mine got
previous
destroyed.
one- Oh, goodness sake.
I could just restart the mission. It'll take 10 seconds.
Okay. Okay.
Let's
try again.
Restart. Connect to this. Oh. Timed out.
Yep.
What happened?
Oh, well. Maybe that was just down to me. Maybe I didn't have a good appreciation of just how steady I still needed to accelerate with the hind. Maybe I did accelerate too fast and it just whipped the cargo. Maybe I do just really need to take it careful to begin with, at least. So
one other thing is that sometimes it kind of desyncs between you and the server.
And that may have been what whipped it.
Maybe.
Crazy.
Let me just follow you down to the cargo on this one, and I'll be a spotter.
Okay. So, I suppose there's no way of changing... Is there any way of changing the cargo rope length on Rotorheads? Or that's just set up... That's set by the Rotorheads guys?
Yeah, it's set up in the mission editor. We'll have to kind of... Maybe it was just our helicopters that we took that had this kind of thing, because they basically need to go in and check every helicopter that can do this.
See.
It's set individually for every helicopter.
Wow. Well, that's okay. That doesn't make that's okay. It's just as long as the person flying the helicopter can set the length, as opposed to the mission editor. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
But
that's not possible, unfortunately. Although, what's the funny thing is, on the search and rescue server, you could rescue people with kind of an imaginary rope, and you could edit the length of that, but not a physical sling load.
Interesting.
Write them up.
My ping to you, my ping to the server is 72, so it's not like I should have bad ping, really, or latency, but there we go.
It's just that sometimes there's something in the netcode that kind of causes the cargo to desync.
Right.
I thought that was fixed, but maybe not.
Request rearming.
Okay, I'm just gonna rearm quickly.
Okay. One other thing, I'll turn on the fans.
Yeah.
Because
I was gonna say I'm gonna turn my fan on because it helps me see when the when the electricity, the RPM
that's basically
drops.
your generator indicator.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Okay, I'm gonna set my radio altimeter alert to 50 meters. Set. My load is set on external load, which is fine. Does it take them quite a while to take off the
No.
the arms?
Oh, one other thing. Since you have your engines running, you go to the main commander's seat on the left, look up. There's gonna be a panel that says volume on top, and then there's gonna be like a switch and two switches. The right one says ICS on radio. You'll need to switch it to ICS.
Okay.
In order for the ground crew to hear you.
Oh, right. Now I'll try it.
You need to use intercom to
remove
communicate
pylon
with the ground crew.
Request rearming.
They should say copy.
Yeah, they say
after
copy
you...
now. Yeah. Nice hover there, man.
Thank you. Been practicing.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Oh, there they go.
Yeah.
The side should disappear as well from your.
Yeah. Right.
Panels.
Sorted. Right. Lifting.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, he's saying, hey, what are you doing? Maybe I
Maybe they weren't
quite
finished, but yeah, it should be fine.
Maybe they're finished now?
Once they say what are you doing, they're definitely finished.
Oh, okay, right. Let's go.
Like,
Let's go.
abort any further actions.
Right.
Right, there is the cargo.
Let's get the show on the road. Is it still in the same place?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Ooh, that's a lamppost. That was close.
Right. Okay. Am I on top of the cargo? Oh, okay, it's right there. Okay. Right. All cargoes set. Right. Let's get this done.
Up. 3. Forward. 30.
Let's get into a hover first. Okay.
Right. 10. Forward. In position. You are hooked.
Okay, hooked. Lifting.
I see the
Take
rope.
tension. Take tension. Take tension. Take tension. Take tension. Take tension. The line is
It's
tight.
tight, it's off the ground.
Okay.
Load is hanging steady.
Just
Take it away.
smooth controls.
Right. Okay.
It's pretty
The load
steady
is swinging
from
side
my
to side. 10.
point of view.
The load is swinging fore and aft. 10. The load is swinging fore and aft. 10.
Okay.
Right. We'll need to turn west, and then we'll take the lead. I'll just
Oh,
watch
you're
it
right
from
there. Okay.
Yep.
Right, so you want me to turn west?
Yeah.
Okay, copy.
The load is swinging fore and aft. 10.
I just wanna see how the cargo behaves.
Okay, swinging
from
forwards.
that position.
The load is swinging
Just a
fore
little
and
bit.
aft. 10.
Can I
It's
get a
pretty stable.
bit more altitude because I've got these buildings below me as well.
We're all clear.
The load is swinging side to side. 10.
Okay, swinging side to side 10. Let's just have another look.
The load is swinging side to side. 10.
Again, from
The load is
my
swinging
perspective,
side
it's
to
steady.
side. 30. The load is swinging fore and aft.
Oh shoot.
10.
No!
The load
No!
is swinging side
It's
to
swinging
side.
more and more and more.
Oh god.
No!
Oh no, it is. Oh,
What?
it's falling. That's so weird.
What is it? It just gets worse and worse and worse.
One thing we could try. Let's
And
fly
it's not
back
like-
to.
It's not like I was doing anything crazy. I mean, I was trying to adjust with a little bit of left and then right every time it came. When I saw it coming, swinging left, I banked left slightly, and then when I saw it swinging right, I banked right slightly to try and counteract.
That's,
And it just got even worse.
to be honest, with my cargo, let's fly to Bandarabas. There's another cargo to just test our stuff on.
Okay. Let's see, where did you go?
I'm flying east, basically.
Oh, okay.
Back to the airfield.
Alright, back to the
It's-
airfield.
Yeah, it's literally on the northern apron of the airfield.
Okay. You know what? It's
Uh,
like, at this point of the evening, I'm like, screw it, let's just fly an Apache and shoot something and then call it a day.
Well,
But I don't know.
We could try picking up that cargo because I just want to see whether it's different because I was flying with it the last time and it was completely fine.
Okay.
I never counteract the swinging at all.
Right.
It stabilizes itself once you start picking up speed.
Yeah.
So let's see whether
Yeah.
it's
Hey,
different.
Sean. I'm flying the Mi-8.
And I also think the weight of the cargo makes a difference. Maybe
Yeah.
mine was heavier, and that's why it was more stable.
Don't know. Yeah, I mean, you were saying you had a problem. You were struggling lifting it, and I didn't have any struggle lifting mine. I didn't feel like I had any struggle anyway. So where is this cargo?
I'm right above.
Oh,
it.
oh, I see it. Right. Oh yeah. Hey Sean, yeah, greetings from Dublin. We're just trying to do some cargo lifting with our Russian transport helicopter. Are you gonna try and hook this?
No.
Oh.
I'm just gonna see whether.
Oh, you want me to hook
it
it?
behaves differently for you. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe it's.
Oh, I need to
ping
land then.
or lag or
Okay.
something.
I was waiting for you to try hook it, but okay. So,
I'm sorry.
all cargoes, static ammo.
Yep.
Okay. Right now I've got the. Oh, my wheel is damaged. My left wheel. I wondered why
Yes,
I
it
was.
is.
I wondered why I was.
Ten.
Okay. Let's go hook this baby up.
Forward. 30. Forward. 10. In position. You are hooked.
Right, hooked.
Yep.
Lifting.
Take tension.
Definitely looks like a steel rope or chain.
Take tension. Take tension. Take tension. Take tension.
So
Oh, hello. That's got a bit of. I could feel that weight.
Meters off the ground.
My helicopter.
yeah, it's really heavy.
Steady. Take it away.
Okay.
The load is swinging fore and aft. 10.
So now you could just start picking up some forward velocity and see how that behaves.
Load is hanging steady.
Load is hanging steady, he says.
Huh. Maybe it is the weight of the cargo. Because on the
What was?
what's it called?
That's kind of interesting. We'll have to see what the weight of the cargo I was picking up versus this one. Let me just trim.
Right.
Uh,
On the search and rescue server, the one where I didn't have any problems with it, with sling loading, I always carried around like really heavy cargos. I think 4
Right.
tons or
Wow.
something like that each. Maybe that's why.
so let me just trim out here, straight and level. Dude, this thing is rock solid.
Yeah.
Check
I
that
think
thing
it's the
out.
weight.
That is rock solid. Look at the. Oh, I'm loving the shadow. The shadow of my helicopter and the shadow of the. Dude, that thing is rock solid. Like, where does this need to go? I'll take this all day long. This is beautiful.
Well,
Like,
I'm curious. What if we actually take it to the waypoint? Is it? I'm interested whether it looks for a specific cargo or just any cargo. Let me check the
Like-
mission status.
right. I am A-okay. This is. I'm so glad that it wasn't just me.
No, it's C. It says we need to pick up from lightning pickup. Although it says.
You know what?
We-
I don't mind if I'm not completing the mission. I'm happy just to practice.
Sure.
If you want me to take this somewhere, I'm happy to take it. Dude, if you're looking at my stream right now, I am hands off. I'm hands off the
Yeah.
chopper. I am fully trimmed in cruise, and I'm looking down out the window, and this thing is rock solid underneath me.
That actually.
There's power
looks-
lines.
That looks more like. My
I had a bit of a heart
experience
attack right there.
on the search and rescue server. No, you're well above them.
Where are you? Oh, you're just watching me in the
behind.
F2.
Just catching up.
That's cool. That is so cool. It works. It works. Okay, I need a thumbnail here. That is my thumbnail. Success.
So, two things we've learned, rope length and cargo mass
Yeah.
matter.
Oh, there's a train that's moving down there.
Yeah.
So here's my question now. I'm gonna flip it to auto release, and I want to try and drop this. Yeah, Ian. So we think we've cracked it. It's having a long enough rope and having a heavy enough weight. Because if it's not heavy enough, it's just going to be a lot more affected to the wind resistance being forced through the air. It's going to start weather vaning and going all over the place. I think you need a heavy enough load and you need a long enough rope, and there's no problem at all. I'm banging along at over 200 kilometers per hour here with a fully trimmed out helicopter, no hands, and it's not even a problem. So I just need some sort of logical place to put this down, and I can practice putting it down. I see a building out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe I could put it down next to a building just for fun.
Building. There's also far somewhere. There's an airfield. You're 10, 11 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Yeah, I see it. Okay, I will put it down there. Okay, got visual on the airfield. Just double check this thing is solid. This thing is as solid as anything. I'm seeing all the trains all of a sudden. That's kind of fun. Right, I'm going to start slowing down a lot sooner than I think I should. It's probably a good idea.
That's a good idea.
I'm also amazed at how well the Mi-8 actually trims out as well.
It's really stable.
Because
I love it.
I mean, I was flying in cruise there, you know, with hands off, very. So really, what I'm really interested in now is what on earth was the weight of that I was trying to
once you drop it, we could
The load is
check.
swinging side to side, and
In the meantime, let me shoot some trains. Can't resist.
load is hanging steady.
Dude, this thing is rock solid. This thing is rock solid underneath
The
me.
load is swinging side to side, and
Okay, coming down through 300 feet.
load is hanging steady.
Load is hanging steady. Like, I have to do very little to it to actually make it. That's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna try and put it down on the right, I'll choose a specific spot. I'll try and put it down next to those two trucks on the road there, which is quite specific, but I'm going to do my best. I see where those two trucks are. Okay. Let's just retrim. this new environment. Okay, 100 meters. Oh no, VRS.
Yeah, you're
Right. Let's get out of that. Let's get out of that
and
funnel.
there's a tower.
Really?
Cargo
I
crash.
think you've dropped your cargo. Yeah.
Yeah. I slew sideways to get out of that column of down air to get out of VRS.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that well enough. Let's have a look. See, where did my cargo come down anyway?
It's by the.
Oh, I see.
that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I see it there. Okay. I was trying to I'll land where I was trying to put the cargo. That was a lot of fun. Oh no, here we go again. VRS. Boom.
You're missing your tail.
All right.
I'm gonna be missing your tail if I don't pull up that.
Brilliant.
Well, here's your search and rescue helicopter.
Right.
Stand without crash. I'm gonna. Well, once I land, I'm gonna kill the server and I'm gonna look.
Look at those
the
weights.
Cargo weight. Yeah.
So, that was so much fun. I'm so glad that I managed to actually. I'm so glad that I actually managed to lift something successfully. I mean, obviously, the one thing at the end there that was my downfall was the intense heat in this part of the world means the atmosphere is the pressure is a lot lower, which means that you fall foul of vortex ring state, particularly when you're heavy laden in that situation. You fall foul of vortex ring state a lot more readily than you would. So that was my downfall there. It had nothing to do with the fact that I was sling loading. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I see your doors are open, man.
Yeah. Gonna open them up. Pick up any survivors. Right. I'm gonna.
This is one of my crashes. There are no survivors. Oh, I've actually like maneuvered the camera so I'm inside the back of your helicopter. I can turn around and look through the door and see the back of the engineer's head.
Oh well.
Yeah. Oh, door's closing. Right, I'm inside.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh. And there we go. Sweet. So that was fun. I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much for suggesting that I pick that one up, because the entire evening I was picking these cargoes up and it was going crazy, and then you picked yours up and it was fine, and maybe I was just going crazy there. But so let me know what those the weights were of the two cargoes we were trying to pick up, because I think that might be the deciding factor.
Right. So the steady one was 1.5 tons,
Mm-hmm.
and the unsteady one was 100 kilos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Only 100 kilos. That's.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought you were going to say it was like, 600 kilos. But
That's
but
what I thought myself,
but
honestly.
only. I mean, that's only the weight of, like, that's not that much heavier than me. So that's basically asking like a human being to hold on to the end of a rope, like a 100-kilo human being, and then you fly at 150 kilometers an hour. Of course, it's going to go all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, so we know.
We could, well, some next time we could try picking that up in a Huey. Or I could just
maybe the 100 kilos.
for you
The 100
right now.
kilos for the Huey might. Well, even then, you're still dealing with the fact that you're picking up a light weight and you're forcing it through the air on the end of a rope. I don't know.
Let me just quickly create a Huey for you.
Yes, throw me in a Huey, and we'll do exactly the same test. Sean, I also hope that Joel lands his crafts better. I mean, in real life, I'm sure he does because he gets paid to. So, but I'm still quite new to sling loading, and vortex ring state, particularly in these old Cold War helicopters, it creeps up on you really quick because all you're looking at is that quite subtle vertical speed gauge that flicks up and down, and it's in meters, and it's meters per second. It's not like hundreds of feet per minute. It's in meters. No, it's meters per minute. Meters per second. So it's a completely different gauge of vertical. And I think vortex ring state for the Mi-8 starts if you're descending in the Mi-8 at greater than like 4 meters per second, you're pretty much in vortex ring state, and you don't have enough power to get out of it, particularly if you're sling loading. So I knew that in vortex ring state, I was bottoming out through this downward moving column of air, and I knew the second that the cargo hit the deck, it would jettison. And so what I did is I just, because the helicopter stuck in a downward moving torus of air that's sucking you down, and you don't, your rotors aren't grabbing, your rotors are grabbing air, but the air that the rotors are grabbing is also moving down, so it doesn't create any lift. So, that's
server's up, by the way.
Okay. So what you have to do in vortex ring state is to get yourself laterally out of that column of air. So if you yaw to the left or right or any direction, and it doesn't matter if you're still, you need altitude for that, which I managed to get out, but then
altitude. I go forward usually to get out of that. It's just there are different techniques.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't think going left in a Mi-8 is the best idea. I think going right would be more efficient, because the whole point of going to the side is that you're using your tail rotor to kind of help you push you to the side.
That's a good point. All right, we're in the Huey.
It should be on. Yeah.
So what do I need in the Huey? I think
it's the same.
Do I need to turn on the... is there anything in particular I need to turn on, or should I just rock it?
No, it should be the same. I don't think there's auto unhook, so you'll need to look up the button for unhooking the cargo.
Oh, well, I'll look that up now
then.
Before I adjust controls.
I don't have the Huey either, so I can...
automatic... External cargo auto unhook is... It's the same. So we'll rock and roll.
The developers are the same also between the Mi-8 and the Huey, so
let's just pick up into
really
a hover.
Right.
Wow, this thing is so much more like light on the controls.
It's nimble.
Yeah. I'm going to keep away from you because you're big. Right.
Although one good side of the Mi-8 is, well, any pretty much Russian helicopter, not really Russian. Any Russian helicopter represented in DCS is that they're fast.
Yes, they are fast, aren't they?
So I can just keep accelerating.
Yes.
Would be more fun in a 24, but
yeah,
it should be to our left.
Copy.
There it is.
Copy, got it. Eyes on. Okay, right, let's see. 100 kilograms of weight in a Huey. Does it... Oh my goodness. The altitude and heat here is ridiculous. Did you see that slide?
Yeah.
That was a slide. Okay.
Good thing
all
I have
cargoes.
wheels, because I've done the same.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we can do.
See how that works.
See how this works now. Let's just get me into a hover.
Back. 10. Forward. 10.
And the rope
Forward.
is 30 meters.
30.
Okay, so same length of rope.
Length.
That's
Yep.
good. Let's just trim. Oh, no, I don't have rudder trim. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, same thing. You'll
I
have
have to
turn it on.
turn that on. Okay.
It's turned on by default for
Right.
the Apache. That's why
10.
you probably have it.
Yeah.
Position. You are moving.
There's the rope.
Okay. Going up.
Take tension. Take tension. Take tension. Take tension. The
Maybe
line
there's
is
DCS
tight.
again.
Load is hanging steady. Take
It's off the ground.
Okay, I don't have that downward... Right, I don't have the ability to look down underneath the chopper.
Oh, yeah. 'cause
Like I
you'd
did
have
with-
to open the door to look down.
Oh, okay.
the load is swinging side to side. 10.
And I don't think they will open with your rotor spring.
Oh, shoot.
It's swaying. Oh god.
I'm just going to stop it from doing
Load
that.
is swinging.
Oh, hello.
Just get out of your way.
10.
Goodness me, this is like some sort of circus trip. Look, why is it all the way out there? That's what I want to know.
Unfortunately, the server doesn't actually synchronize all the sway, so for me, it's just hanging there normally.
Okay, that seems to have...
The load is swinging.
So
The load is
basically, with
swinging side to side.
cargoes as light as this, you'll have to like fly really slowly, so
The load
they
is
don't
swinging
sway
fore
around.
and aft.
Yeah. Yeah, gone.
And there it goes.
Yeah, so
The funny thing is,
Yeah.
you can actually see it falling, and then it bounces off the ground.
yeah. I am interested to see what yeah, a cargo weight of 100 kilos. I don't think it really should have that level of swingage. I don't think that's realistic.
Yeah, I
There
think
we
that's
go.
the physics kind of giving up. Oh, that tree was a little higher than I thought. Right. So the other thing is, well, at least the Rotorheads server says that the spiral cargo, right? It weighs, I think, 700 kilos. So
Right.
it
So
shouldn't really sway like that. Or Maybe it's just the CTLD script saying that it weighs 600
Well,
kilos. But
also, this is also a bit of a factor, I think. We're trying to lift 600 kilograms with a rope length of like 16 meters.
I'll need to check.
Like
the
like very
rope length
short.
as well.
So that's where I think either make it heavier or make the rope longer.
I'll run some experiments.
Hmm. Okay, I'm just going to run back to the airfield and do a landing. And I think I'll call it there for this evening. But I think this time this evening has answered the question for me of why it's been so difficult for us. You know?
Yeah, we've definitely learned stuff.
No worries, Sean. Glad you could join. Let's just see how. Let's just get the Huey sliding. Right. Wee. Stop. There you go. Let's try and land. Let's just before we go, let's try and land on a roof somewhere. Just for fun. It's always fun. Without hitting that or that one there. That would be bad. Let's land on that slanted roof there. Nope. Ooh!
You're resting on your tail strike protector.
Excellent. That's what tail strike preventers are for. So if I was to lift off from here, I would just be flying backwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. There we go. The Huey can come in really fast and really sharply. And because it's got skids, it can just skid in and stop. So if we just get some speed and then we...
there's a technique for kind of quickly landing somewhere from cruise speed. It basically involves you flying like past your landing target and all over to the side, and then you make a really sharp 180-degree turn.
So
and it kills all of your speed.
So flying really fast. Let's try this. So you fly really fast, and then you fly just past your landing point, and then do a really quick 180.
Yeah, you do a turn, and if you do it correctly, you don't gain altitude, and you also kill all of your
speed. Okay.
Yeah.
I get the idea.
It's a technique they've used in like real MI8s in Afghanistan and stuff.
Wow.
The trick in MI8 is that it's from that maneuver it's really easy to get into VRS. I've only managed to accomplish it on my like that.
Woo! It's in the bush, in the bush. Oh. Oh, I definitely lost something there.
You've lost your rotor. On my screen, it's still flying.
It's still flying, yeah. I lost my rotors. Alas, rotors, for I knew them well. Rest in peace, my dearest rotors. Right.
There was a funny moment on one of the. Well, I have one of my friends streams like his flights on VATSIM in Russia. And there was this great quote from one of his streams. Welcome to the bushes, stand of your choice.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I think that was a lot of fun. I think we learned some stuff, and I think if we were to produce, I don't know, maybe someone who knows the Rotorheads servers or the search and rescue servers, maybe we could talk to the admins and just quickly ask them about this. I don't know. Or maybe if you're ever creating a liberation campaign for helicopters, this is information you can utilize in the future.
I actually do have a campaign, a helicopter liberation campaign. It's been kind of sitting there because I've created it for my friends and we don't really fly it. We have another. We could try and do that.
Yeah. Sounds good. I'm just cycling through all the different aircraft. There's the Huey.
In terms of search and rescue server, I don't think it's currently being developed because I've tried reaching out to the team behind it, and they're completely silent. They're unreachable. As for the Rotorheads, I'll bring them along.
Sure. The C-130 as a full fidelity module actually is quite diverting. I mean, as a civilian flight simmer myself, flying long haul stuff, 4-engine long haul stuff, I think that kind of thing in DCS, to be able to support squadrons of fighters who are coming up for fuel, that would appeal to me.
Actually, the Rotorheads, at least the Caucasus one, it supports the C-130 mod by the same creator that's currently making the module.
Nice.
And you could actually resupply the FARPs with the C-130 by dropping the crates on top of these FARPs by flying past them.
Right.
I've never installed this mod, but I'm definitely gonna try that because it sounds really fun.
Yeah. Right. I think I'm going to call it a day. But thank you so much for hanging out with me, Marvin, and helping me with sling loading.
Yeah, thank you. I can't believe we've been flying for 2.5 hours now.
I know. Yeah, this is my weeknight slot to fly. Anyway, for those of you who have been watching as well, thank you very much for watching, and catch you next time.
See ya.
Okay, that's the live stream done. Oh, my microphone is still on. Lol. Let's turn off my microphone.